Alright, welcome. I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible, but I want to show you all of the cool tips, and best tricks, and glitches that still work today as this video is dropping. The best ones. One of the first ones that is the best is the resource duplication. Now this works for anything that can be scrapped and sent back to your workshop. For my example, I will do two things. I will show you this way, how, as you can see, I'm trying to make that a little darker for you, but you can see this box of Abraxo Cleaner industrial grade, if you scrap it, gives you 2 acid, 4 antiseptic, and 2 fiberglass. So if you needed that, you could scrap this, but there's a way to scrap it and keep it and keep doing it. So I'll show you that, and I'll show you with my own stuff. That's how I have so much adhesive. I know all the important components. These are the main ones you want. Adhesive is very valuable. Aluminum. We'll do antiseptic, just because I don't have that much of it. And this is a quick example, so you'll want to take it. You may want to go into first-person view. It may make it easier for you. Stand in an area that's pretty clear of things, and you're going to want to drop. It's going to make a circle around you, depending on how much stuff you do drop. In my case, I only got these, so you would drop whatever you want to duplicate or scrap and turn into things, and the antiseptic here. So I would drop the whole stack. Okay, and as you can see, the more you had, it would keep going around me in a circle, so you could do a whole bunch. Now here it comes where this trick comes, and a lot of people have problems with this trick. First, you're going to go into building mode. Okay, now I'm doing this on the Xbox, but it's going to be the same for PlayStation as well, or the computer. As you can see here, X is the scrap button and B is the store button. So whatever those translate or show for you is what you want to use. Like I said, on the Xbox. So the way you want to do is you want to do X and then B immediately, but keep holding B and really fast. Gonna go XB, and I did on the first shot. As you can see, it's coming up as scrap or cancel, but you can see underneath is another dialog box. That's the one you want. So when you get this, you hit A to scrap. Now you can let go of your buttons on your controller. Some people don't tell you that. And now you can move up or down. You always want to select yes. The reason being is it's already scrapped. So if you selected no, it's going to disappear from the floor anyway, and you would just lose it. So you want to make sure always hit yes. So what has just happened is it has scrapped all of that antiseptic and stored it. Now, same goes for this. You want to do the same thing, XB. Now you see this one didn't do it. It didn't show the ad. So if I just let go of B now, it's going to go back to that, so I can do it again. But I can see this one has it underneath. But I'm going to show you a couple of tricks to help you do this, because some people have. I'm going to hit no. That'll stay because we didn't scrap. But one trick you can do is slide your fingers across the button, because the X and the B button are right across from each other. If you just slide from X to B, when keep B held, sometimes you can get it. I didn't get it there, but I did there. You can see there I got it. So I would just hit then scrap and then store. That's one way, sliding your fingers across the button. The other way is to do, doesn't have to be a super fast one, but I'll do a slower one, just X and then B. I still got it. Don't want that. So we'll just do, still got it there. I'm too good at this. So let's just, you definitely don't want that. So let's just hit scrap, just so I can show you. So see, if this screen came up and you didn't have the dialog below it, what you would do is immediately let go of B and hit XB. So you're just going to go. So what you want to do is do XB. If it doesn't work like it didn't here, keep holding B, but you're going to immediately, as soon as you let go to B, hit XB immediately right again. And a lot of times, boom, it gets it because it's going right, because you can see here. So now I can hit scrap, and now I can hit store. So that's another trick. Those are the two tricks. That one I find works better if I don't get it just doing XB like I didn't there. I can do it so fast, you know, while it's clearing that screen, you can see it's there. Do it in a row. That is going to be one of the best, and is still the best glitch for duplicating resources. Now, if you see, if I go back here just to show you, I will have my Abrexo, 3 boxes, should be. Oh, no, now I have 6. No, I'm sorry. I did the industrial grade. So I still have my 3, but I have the materials. If I would look and I didn't have those, I would have had 2 acid, 4 of each. But you can see I did it for the antiseptic, and I only had 1,000 and something. You can see it's double now. It's 2,000, and it will keep doubling. So if I were to take the 2,000 and go dump that on the floor and do the trick, I would get 4,000. So you can see it can get quickly high. That is hands down the best way to duplicate resources. So I'm going to show you a simple one that I always know is there. He constantly spawns there, which is very close to Finch Farm, which is one of the first settlements, or one of the few settlements you get, which is right here on the map. I got a line showing the lines because it's easier for me, but it's part of my supply line, so it makes it easy for you. It's right there. It's right in this little area up here where there's a lot of lakes, or the ocean, very close. You can see if I go closer, it's like right in this little area here. There's 2 double bridges. And this works for any power armor. They could be good, they could be bad, meaning they could be allied or that, or except the only difference is allied ones, you have to stealth them and be hidden when you do it. Because if you don't, they become hostile, and then, you know, it messes up your relationship with it. But when they're a bad guy, like a raider in a power shoot, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to sneak up on them. You can shoot the fusion core in the back with a weak weapon just so it doesn't kill him. And the fusion core will eject out of the power suit, and then he'll get out. The only thing is depending how close he is to that fusion core, it's like a grenade. So it will break some of the pieces on the power armor. So you'll lose probably 2 pieces, random pieces, but you'll get the frame and the suit with 4 pieces. The other way, which is the better way of the 2, is to sneak up on the raider and pickpocket the actual fusion core out of the power armor. And even if he sees you and turns hostile, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because they're hostile anyway, regardless. So it doesn't matter. So you want to do that. And then you got a free, it's going to show up as a stolen frame, but it doesn't matter. The only people that are going to care are, like, you know, some settlers and things may get unhappy, but it's a raider stolen power unit, you know, so it's not the same as like a Brotherhood of Steel stolen one. Because if you get a Brotherhood of Steel stolen one, and you use it in front of a Brotherhood of Steel, it's a very good chance they'll turn hostile on you and start shooting, which you don't want. But the raiders, they're always hostile, so it doesn't matter. The worst it can do is make, you know, your companion following you unhappy because you're using a stolen frame. But to get a free one off the ground running with all parts, you know, compared to spending You could spend upwards, even for a Raider unit, you could spend upwards of 4,000 caps. And all you need to buy is a fusion core. And if you steal the one off them, you don't even need to do that. So you can get a completely free one, fully stocked, and the upgrades are random for nothing. Until you can finally, until you find one that's free and do that. But you can do this just to get free ones. Free spare ones you can run around with and do whatever you want. Break them and then just leave them. Doesn't matter because it's a stolen free frame. Because frames cost 2,000, I think 500 or 300 caps a piece. It's like buying a damn car in the wasteland. It's ridiculous. So we're just going to run up and pickpocket him, take his damn fusion core, and immediately jump in it and get out of there because there's going to be a lot of shit going down here anyway. I'm going to do this as quick as possible. So you pickpocket him, and you can see here what he has. He's got it's got everything: the torso, the legs, the arms. He's even got a power level 2 arm and a helmet. So we definitely want this. We yank his core. He jumps out. We jump in. I didn't switch my gun. Just gonna shoot free hit him. But boom. So we're gonna go right into the damn armor as quick as we can. We're gonna just stick any core in here. I'll use this one. And away we go. I love when they jump in the quick way. And boom! Free full power armor. They don't like it. I love it. And it's always here at this dock here, which is the right across from Finch Farms, Gibson Point Pier. It's a very easy one to get, as you can see. And you can just get out of there if they're chasing you, whatever, as long as you get in the armor. And I'll just show you what we have. And it only costs like steel to upgrade these things, so it's very cheap in the very beginning of the game. They're very, very good power arms. But if you look at this, look at this. Now I got a free frame, right? I got the helmet. It's got a little damage. Health is 50. But I got, the right arm, which is level 2. The left arm. Left leg. Right leg. Torso. I got the whole thing for free. And the frame. So what you need is this. You need a conveyor storage, a belt I have just to make it a little longer, and then some kind of power to it so it goes to the storage. What happens is you put a piece of anything here and it stores it here. And then you can add a sorter to this, and it's basically made to sort, your junk or stuff out if you don't want to do it yourself. For this, I recommend doing a first-person view. It seems to be easier. But let's just see. I want to see what DLC that's part of. I forget. It's part of the Contraptions DLC workshop. And that is the strange category. But power, manufacturing. And this is where you get those pieces. The ones I have there. So you gotta have the Contraptions DLC to do this, but if you have it, awesome, bro. Then you can dupe anything you want, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So you basically go to your inventory of what you want to dupe. And we will do... Let's do the weapon, because the weapon is going to be easier. We'll do the cryo cannon gun. That new special gun from this guy. I may have got it on the first try. I didn't. Thought I did. Sounded like I did. Looked like I did. It's not easy to do. That's what I'm saying. It's not. You'll know because obviously it will say 2. That one said it removed it. So that would have worked, but they did try to patch this by putting that removed shit in there, but it's still, if you do it quick enough, you can get around it. Usually what will happen though is it will go into the thing and you'll still have it in your inventory. You'll have taken it as it's gone in. It's, dude, I'm getting so close because it's doing it where the thing is taking it from me. I think I got it. There we go. 2. See that? Got 2 of them now. How cool is that? So now we got 2 of that. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to do it with this quantum shit. I'm going to do it. Do a quick save because now I've got 2 of those guns, which would have taken, 25 boxes to get another one. The hell with that. But you saw, that's what should happen. It's not easy to do, and it takes some timing. This one's going to be really hard. I'm going to take all of the quantum stuff and see how much of it, because I think the other pieces will be easier to do because they're smaller. I could be wrong. Let's start with the helmet, the quantum helmet. Removed it. I almost had it though. Almost had it. I think I got it. I think I got it on the first try. Boom! 2 quantum helmets. I am freaking good, bro. I'm good. Try the left arm. I don't think I got it. I got 2 helmets. The hardest is going to be the torso because it takes so long. I think I got that one. Boom. 2 of the left arms. Here we go, the leg. 1 of the legs. I think I got it. 2 legs. Man, we are chugging along now. I'm getting it down. Ah, that one yanked it while I was... I knew the streak was going to end. I'm getting so... you're getting the timing almost perfect when it does that. Because when it takes one away, you're so close. Something about this right arm. Doesn't like that. But you can see, this could take seconds to hours. Because I got those first couple down all in a row. And now the arm is being a real bitch. It's yanking it from me. For whatever reason. Come on. Don't be a... That one sounded like it did it, but it didn't give me the... it didn't leave it in there. Nope, it doesn't leave it in there. That makes, you should hear the audible sound of it picking up and going in. Like that is, it's so close because it's yanking it from my inventory when I'm doing it. I got it. I know I got that one. Bang. I'm going to get this whole suit. Watch. You think I'm joking? I think I nailed that one. Look at that. Look at that. I've nailed the whole thing. So now I have 2 helmets quantum, 2 left arms. All I need is the torso, which is going to be the hardest part because it takes so long to get the torso. I'm going to quick save this because that was a lot to get. I got the gun. I got those pieces. All I need is another torso, and we got a duplicate of the quantum that you can't get. But this one is going to be a lot harder, just for the fact you got to wait for it to, it gets stuck a little bit, and then I think I can do it. I think it's going to be a pain, but a real pain. Because the timing is not the same. It was almost in. Would have waited a second, half a second later, it would have went in, and I could have. Oh. Why did this torso have to be so damn big? I've done it before with other ones. You can do it. Oh, removed it. I almost had it. I almost had it. Son of a bitch. We'll get it. We'll get it. I may have gotten it. Ah! I thought I had it because I heard a second noise. But it's got to turn and go through that way. Now I know. Ah! Almost had it. Almost had it again. I'm getting close. Getting close. Dang it. That should have been it. Once I get the torque, this is the hardest part. Wow, that one went quick. Once I get the torso, it's done. I got a whole full suit of something that's super rare. That you can only get one. Well, you're only supposed to be able to get one, but not us or anyone else. And you could, like I said, you could do this for anything. Any item that you only have one of, especially this. This is what I use it for because there's stuff like this where it's very hard. Even the XO1 armor is very, it's easy to buy a frame, but to find XO1 armor, when you find it, at least for me, it was a real pain in the ass. I got all these suits now because this is basically how I did it. This is the only way to do it. There is no other way. Ah. And you can do this with, like I said, like suits, special suits that you find, jumpsuits or whatever, and you want to say you wanted to give your community all space suits or whatever it may be. This is, or even armor. If you wanted to give your whole community power armor, you could do that if you did this. But this torso has been a real pain. Real pain. Because of the damn shape. If it wasn't If it wasn't getting stuck like this, I'd have it done. I think I got it. I got it. Bang! Even the torso. So there we go. A full set. Full set of super rare armor. And the best way to do it would be modified, obviously, to the way you wanted it, but... Oh, come on, dude. Now it doesn't want to transfer. Well, I had this problem before, too. So, if it does that, where it doesn't recognize, like, the dupe parts, what you want to do is drop one of each. So it's only one. Drop all these good stuff on the ground, and then the other one should go on. There we go, see? Thought you outsmarted me. Wrong! Now that's all quantum, and now I get my other set. My extra set, all it needs is a frame. Quantum suit. Have to find robot raiders or rusty raiders, whatever they're called, the raiders in the wasteland that roam around with robots, because you need robot parts to complete this. Anything of a robot part that you have multiples of. Like I had something, it could be a leg thing, it could be, but it's got to be something different than what the robot already has, because you have to make a robot with a different than default piece. That's one thing. And then change it to something else. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I usually do it with Mr. Handy Nuka Torso, but I had more of them and I'm running out. So also, you can't have anything on you when you do this trick. Another thing is it can use your resources, so you want to do this in a settlement. It has to be a settlement that's not connected by supply lines to any other settlement. A good one to do this, which is what I'm doing it on to show you, is I'll go to the map here. One of the ones I've taken over from Nuka World, which is Hangman's Alley. Because it's not, even though I have control of that, it's not connected to anything else. I could do it with, you know, like this also. Anyone I can go to and access the workshop, but it's not connected to the other ones because it will use your resources and you don't want it to do that. So I'm going to do it in Hangman's Alley. You can do it in any place you want to do it in, as long as it doesn't have a supply line, okay? So it's very important, that part. I can't stress that enough. And you'll see while it's happening. It's kind of hard to explain beforehand, but when you see me doing it, you'll know it'll hopefully become clear. So the only thing I'm going to keep on myself are going to be robot modifications. Whether it's a torso, a head, a leg, it doesn't matter. It just has to be robot modification mods. Those, again, can be gotten easily from Nuka World, or if you've already beaten Nuka World or you don't have Nuka World, you have to have at least the robot raiders that roam the map. I think they're called the Rusty Raiders or whatever. Or find robots throughout the thing. But you do need the Automatron DLC 100%. Now you'll see here, this is all mine. I think I've already created it. Yes, I already have it set up how I like it. So you need to create the robot workbench. So you would do that. I'll show you. Once you get the Automatron DLC, it's just in the special category, and it's this. It requires these parts. It says here, you can pause it and look. You need to make that. It has to be done. Then the next thing you want to do is just make a container next to it and just put all your stuff in it. Just put everything in it aside from your mods. It's the only thing you don't want to put in here, especially your weapons, because you'll lose them. You'll lose your weapons. It's not something you want to have happen. you want to make sure you clean out your inventory. So everything into the locker. Even your missed stuff. The only stuff you will want are robot modifications. As you see here, I have a couple of these. Everything else, including ammo, needs to go into the container. Even this stuff. Even your miscellaneous stuff. There are some things that won't let you put in because they are part of like story. Just skip over them. But anything that doesn't say that, because it can't be used anyway. But put everything else in the container next to this. Alright, so you're going to have your couple of things, mission items that can't be used, your mods, and that's it. Everything else goes into that box. Now, what you want to have done is this. You create a new robot, which I already did it, this is Automatron 1. And he needs to have something different than what he default would have, okay? So, in my case, he's got a Mr. Handy torso, okay? Yeah, whatever it is, you have to do at least something different than the default. At least one thing. Like, I will try to switch it just to a sentry right arm, just as an example, okay? Now, as soon as you do that, then you exit. Like I said, we're going to try and do it with the arm. So you're going to exit, the robot's going to go over here. Now, what you want to do, and I'm lucky here, is go back into workshop mode, select somebody, and just have them go very close to, don't matter where the robot goes, very close to this robot stand. Okay? He's going to come down. He should anyway. Come on, buddy. Where the hell are you? Alright. Unless the stupid robot gets in his way, but he's going to come out here. Okay? As soon as he gets close to this spot, which is right over here, you're going to exit build mode, okay? And immediately talk to him. Before he finishes saying, oh, we can trade, you click on watch.
I just want to trade a few things.
So, as soon as that, and then you go right to the robot. You click on the thing. As soon as you hit that and he says, I want to trade, you go to, then you immediately click on the robot station and the robot you were building. What should happen is this. This is what you should see. You should see the person you clicked on, their inventory and your inventory. This is why it's so important to take your stuff out and get it out of there. Because for this trick to work, it's got to do this over and over. So we're going to try the left arm. Or was it the right arm? Yeah. So he had a sentry arm, okay? So we're going to try and switch it to something else. Anything else we can. You see, now you know it's working. So I gave him a sentry right arm, right? Remember when I created the robot, I switched just his arm. Now I switched back to the default Protectron arm. So this is how you know it's working when you hear this noise, the scrapping type of noise. And then hopefully every once in a while you hear that little guy like the idiot savant, I think it's called. You know it's working when that's going on. You may not see, like I cannot see my level going up. I can't see it. I know it is. But this is why also your inventory needs to be empty. Because if you see what's happening, it's transferring our inventories back and forth between each other. That's all it's doing. But it thinks I'm building the Protectron arm over and over and over again. It just thinks I'm doing it over and over and over again. So you just keep doing this. You're not going to see your level moving. You're just going to be looking for it to say the noise that it's making and this thing, the little guy that come up every once in a while. If it comes up where it says, hey, you don't have the requirements for this on the left side, it's not working, okay? I don't know if I can show it without breaking it, but if I want to, let's see. It's this. You see how it says you lack the requirements? Even though this it looks like it's working, it keeps saying you lack the requirements. It needs to do that. It needs to not say that. You see how I switched to Protectron arm and now it's working again? It has to do that. If it ever says you lack the requirements, it's not working. It has to make these noises and it has to not say that. So I don't know how many people have stressed it. And then you just, like I said, you're not going to see the level until you exit out of this. So you're going to want to do this as fast as you can for like, I don't know, as long as you want, really, and hopefully the game doesn't crash. Just keep doing it, because your guy is leveling up even though you cannot see it. As long as you're hearing that noise and you see that little guy come up saying, hey, the only thing you want to do is when you get done with this, when you're ready to exit, make sure to give him his stuff back and keep the protect your mods. That's the only thing. Don't give him the mods, because then he'll have them. So you want to keep them on yourself. But the faster you do this, the faster your EXP is going to fly. So as soon as you can do this, you probably want to do it, because you're going to level up so fast. I'm just going to do this a little bit more just to show you how many levels. I think I'm like a level 184. I'll probably get maybe 2-3 levels out of this, but if I really want for a long time, it would go forever. You could do this and max your guy out so easily. But anyway, I'll show you. We'll stop it here just for myself. You can go as long as you want. So I'm going to give him back his ammo, his stuff, his operator stuff, and I'm going to keep my stuff. Now, once you're done or whatever, you exit. You just hit back, 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 exit. Let it exit. Now you're going to see the EXP going to your guy, okay? You're going to see him gaining whatever level he gained. See?
Identity confirmed.
There we go. So I went to 184. I don't know what I was before. 181 maybe. And now you're going to see, it's just going to keep showing you EXP until it's done. But you can see what level you got up to if you simply just go in here. You see, I gained two levels just by doing that. It's crazy. But I could have keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going as long as I wanted to. I could keep going until I'd max 245 or whatever. But that is the, as you can see, that is the fastest EXP glitch you can do, and it still works now. All of the things I'm showing you work now. So again, then once you're done, you just simply go and get all your stuff. You can leave the container here if you want to do it again, and then you just put your stuff back on. Everything, your weapons will still be mapped the way they were. It's just a matter of putting your armor back on, really, because all your weapon favorites are still going to be there. I'm going to put on what I was using, which was that crazy I can wear a shock collar. That's cool. Let's see what that does. I don't know. But you're gonna put on. I'm gonna put that on, and let's see if I can put my helmet on. I doubt it, but that would be funny. Oh, I can. So I can put a shock collar on, and how crazy is that, bro? Look at me. I got a shock. How cool is that? That's cool, bro. I got a shock. I gotta walk around with a shock collar on. How many people can do that? Nobody, except me. All right. Thought I was done. I almost forgot the most important, or one of the most helpful, glitches. And that is the caps glitch. This is how to get pretty much infinite caps very quickly. This doesn't require any DLC. It just requires a few perks, and I will show you them. You want to be able to create, let me show you. Stores, okay? And the store you want to be able to create is the armor, but not just the regular armor one. you want to be able to create the Emporium. Either one of these doesn't matter. And for this, you need Cap Collector rank 2 and Local Leader rank 2 as far as skills and perks to do this. And then you'll need 5 wood, 300 bottle caps. It says 300, but it's really 3,000. And 3 steel. Once you get those perks and that, this is all you simply do. You create them. I have 4 here. So 1, I'm just going to put them down. 2, 3, 4. And we are simply going to do the trick I taught you in the very beginning of the video, which is the store scrap trick. So XP, and you can see I got the dialogue. Look at what it's giving me. 1,500 caps. I will scrap. I will store. Next one. Perfect. Scrap. Store. Again, this is just the scrap and the store button hit very quickly. You do scrap and then store immediately after, but you hold down B, as I mentioned before. You need to hold it down. This one didn't work. If it does this, keep holding down B, and immediately, as soon as you release B, hit X, B again. And you see, if you do it quick enough, it goes right back to it, and this time you can see the dialogue. Again, I'm still holding B. Now I will scrap. This is the only time, as I mentioned, you can let go of B, is when you've scrapped it and then it's gone to this, and you want to make sure you pick the store option. And we do the last one. Did it perfect. XB, holding B down. It's scrap, and then we store. Now, again, while you're holding B down, you want to, and then you can just do it again. That's the beauty of this part. So look, they're still here because I stored them. So I put the 4 I bought already, put them down. Of course, there's a rock there. Whatever. Just get... All right. And we go straight to XB. You can see it worked. Keep holding B. Hit scrap. Now you can let go of B. And so make sure you select yes to store. Then to the next one. XB didn't work. We're going to let go of B and then XB really quickly again. You may have to do it 2 or 3 times like I just did. Keep holding B, though, at the end of each time until you scrap. Once you scrap, now you can let go of B and select. Make sure you select, like you can move the D-pad and whatever, and select yes to store. That's the only time you can let go of B. So again, XB, perfect. While you're holding B, hit scrap, let go of B, and now you can select store. Last one, worked perfect. Scrap. When you get good at it, you can do it so fast. Now, the caps don't go directly to your inventory, okay? You have to go to the workshop of the settlement you're doing this in. As you'll see here, you'll hit transfer, and then you'll go to miscellaneous, and boom, look, 13,000 caps waiting for me there. Just to show you this is no bullshit. You see there, it shows what I have, right? I have 300,000. Remember that. 300,000 and what the hell was it? 300,000, 1,000. 300. All right, so again, I'm going to go back into here. Armor. You can do it with the lower ones also, which I used to do, but you make much less caps. And this one only requires local leader 2, but you'll only make about 200 caps instead of the 1,500 each time, so it doesn't even compare. So again, boom, boom. I like to make 4. You can make more if you have the money. I have the money. I can do it as many as I want, and I'll do another one. You'll see. Boom. I'll just do one just for the hell of it. Everything crashed on me. Well, anyway, I was creating another one just to show you. I bought 2 more. I'm going to do this really quickly, or attempt to do it quickly. Bang. Scrap. Next. This is how fast you can do it when you get good. You just want to XB, scrap, yes, again, XB, holding B down, only not X, just X and hold B. While you're holding B, hit A to scrap, you can let go of B, hit store. XB, scrap, store, and it's that simple, dude. And you can see, watch how much I got in here now. Well, I spent like, I think 6,000 to make 2 of those, but still you'll see what I'm talking about. Ah, get out of that mode. All right. So now you'll see this will be full up again. Now I got 9,000 in here. See? So I'm not, that's it. I just wanted to make sure that one was included in there too, because that's a big one on how to get caps. And that's all the most helpful glitching things you can do still now today. So get on that shit.